Maybe just use this forum as an example of what not to do. What's up guys, Sean Nalawani, RealScienceAthletics.com, and it's time. I held off for a while on this one, but enough of you guys requested it, and he posted a video last week that I thought was worthy of critiquing, so it has to be done. Let's talk about the one, the only, Tyrone the Fitness Addict.
Yeah, I said it.
And specifically, I'm going to break down his recent video, 4 triceps exercises for mass you should be doing. Now, before I jump into it, I got to be honest here, okay? I don't actually dislike this guy.
Just to let y'all know.
I don't have any genuine animosity toward him, all right? Yeah, he puts out some inaccurate fitness information and some pretty cringy pickup videos as well.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Yeah, my name's Tyrone. Yeah, what's your name?
Camila.
Camila? Nice name. So I was wondering where you're from. Toronto, Brampton, where you from?
Toronto.
Nice.
But I really don't believe he's thinking these videos through on some sort of deep philosophical level or consciously trying to mislead anybody in any sort of malicious way. Okay, I think Tyrone is just a simple dude trying to put out some content and sell some hats and t-shirts, but that he just doesn't happen to be the most knowledgeable or the sharpest guy around.
I would be in the club, sipping on some Hennessy with my shirt off. It's a shredded motherfucker.
Your persona doesn't shout intellectual.
I'm gonna put 5 full eggs in my shake.
Why?
That's 1. That's 2. I have to get my protein, man. 4. 5.
What the hell?
So we're gonna take strawberries, okay? Strawberries. You throw a couple strawberries.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
So don't take this too seriously. Don't go to his channel and leave a bunch of hate. Okay, this is mainly just for fun, and I'm also going to make this video educational as well and go through Tyrone's triceps workout to give you some legitimate tips that you can apply in the gym as well. And if you enjoy these commentary style videos, then please just do me one small favor and hit that like button below. It really helps to boost the video up, and it lets me know that you guys want to see more of this type of content. So go ahead and press that like button. And let's get started.
What's poppin', YouTube? It's your boy Tyrone. Today, guys, I'm gonna show you a crazy intense arm workout. Stay tuned for this video, and I hope you guys like it.
Why are you yelling at me?
The first exercise on the list are dips. Now this is totally fine as a main triceps exercise. It's a solid compound movement, so nothing at all wrong with that. However, if you really want to focus in on the triceps during dips, then ideally you want your body to be a bit more upright. You can see here that T-Dog is more so leaning forward, and that's going to shift more emphasis onto the chest and turn it into more of a horizontal press. Now, this is not a huge deal either way. You're still going to hit the triceps hard using either variation, but if fully maximizing tension on the triceps is your goal, then try to stay a bit more upright. The only truly bizarre element of Tyrone's form here is this mysterious bicycle kicking motion that he's doing with his legs. I don't have a clue what's going on there. I tried to come up with some sort of reason for why he might be doing that, but then I realized that that's probably pointless, trying to figure out his precise reasoning for things, given that he also uploaded a chest workout where he punches himself in the stomach after each set of push-ups.
Push up. Get up. 1. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3.
What the fuck is he doing?
Check my triceps out, guys. It's popping out. And you know for a fact, goddamn. Anyways, results don't lie. Check it out.
Actually, the truth is that when it comes to building muscle, results really can lie. It might seem contradictory, especially to people who are new to fitness, but just keep in mind that just because someone has a good physique, has an impressive lean muscular body, that doesn't necessarily mean that they truly understand what they're doing in the gym. In reality, anybody with good genetics who trains hard, is consistent, and has a decent diet in place, they're still going to get very good results regardless of the specifics. And in Tyrone's case, you can see just based on looking at him, the muscle shape, the insertions, the overall structure, he definitely does have well above average bodybuilding genetics. But even though someone looks good, it's still perfectly possible that they're doing a bunch of suboptimal things in their program and that they're getting results in spite of a lot of the incorrect things they do and not specifically because of those things. And so it doesn't automatically mean that they're a good coach or that you should follow their advice or that what they're doing is going to work well for people with average genetics. I'm not saying that someone's physique is not a factor at all. You know, I like to see people lead by example just as much as anybody, but keep in mind that it's just one piece of the pie and it definitely should not be the only thing that you're taking into consideration. Anyway, next up he does triceps kickbacks.
Kickbacks is definitely going to help you guys also to build huge triceps.
Now, ultimately, any exercise that loads the triceps through elbow extension is going to stimulate them for growth, but I would say that out of all the options available, I would put dumbbell triceps kickbacks specifically toward the bottom of the list because they just have an awkward resistance curve. They're really easy in the bottom position and there's very little tension on the triceps because gravity is pulling the weight straight down. And then as you extend up past halfway and into the top position, it suddenly becomes a lot harder. So they're just kind of awkward to perform. I'm not saying you can't do them, but at the very least, I wouldn't use dumbbell kickbacks as a primary triceps exercise. If you are going to do kickbacks, then it's better to do them using a cable because that's going to give you more consistent tension throughout the full range of motion. I don't think the whole constant tension thing is actually that important as long as you get close to failure by the end of the set, but I do think that if you try the cable kickback variation, you're going to find that it feels a lot more natural and it's a lot smoother to perform.
And also, one other way to train the triceps with the shoulder in that extended position, so with the upper arm behind your body, which is the one sort of unique aspect of the triceps kickback, another option for that is the exercise you see here, which I guess you could call a cable press back. This is another way to accomplish the same thing, and again, I just find that this feels a lot smoother and more natural in comparison to a regular bent over free weight kickback.
And the way Tyrone performs his kickbacks is especially bad because he's not taking into account how the force of gravity affects the resistance on the triceps. And I'm not singling him out because a lot of people actually make the same mistake. So the issue here is that since the force of gravity is pulling the weight straight down, once your forearm is perpendicular to the floor, there's actually no resistance on the triceps whatsoever. The triceps only start working once your forearm is angled back past perpendicular. So bringing your forearm even further forward really has no purpose at all. I'm not saying it's going to kill you if the weight drifts forward slightly and tension leaves the triceps momentarily, but the way Tyrone does this is just especially bad because he doesn't just go beyond perpendicular, but he actually brings the dumbbell all the way forward and flexes at the elbow, which technically turns this into like half biceps curl, half triceps extension. He also says not to swing the weight, and I totally agree with that, but it looks to me like swinging the weight is exactly what he's doing here. So maybe just use this form as an example of what not to do.
And concentrate on your triceps, okay? Don't just swing the weight. Make sure you contract the muscle.
A small bit of momentum is fine. You don't need to lift like a complete robot, but you should be in control of the weight at all times. And I also recommend doing a slightly slower negative so that you're actively resisting the weight on the way down rather than just letting gravity do all of the work.
When I do my workout, after every set, I try to squeeze my triceps. That's what you see me doing right now. I squeeze and make sure I get as much as blood in my triceps as possible.
So this really isn't something you need to worry about. Just aimlessly trying to flex and shove more blood into the muscle in between sets. That's not going to improve your gains. If anything, I would think that that would be counterproductive because it's just going to interfere with your recovery in between sets. For maximum muscle growth, you want to be taking full, proper rest periods in between each set so that you can fully recover and generate maximum performance each time. That's what building muscle is ultimately about. It's about improving your lifting performance over time, not trying to see how huge of a pump you can get.
And then now we're going straight into singles, okay? Same thing, 4 sets, 12 reps.
So I think including an overhead extension of some kind in your triceps training is a good idea because it will really maximize stress on the long head, which is the largest of the 3 triceps heads. And it can sometimes end up being slightly undertrained if you don't do any extension type movements with your shoulder in that flex position. So the exercise selection here is fine. Now, if you have good shoulder flexibility and you're using lighter weight, then the form that Tyrone is using might be okay for you, but generally speaking, you're gonna be better off to not flare your elbow completely out to the side like this because that can put unnecessary stress on your shoulder joint. You don't want your elbows to be completely tucked in and pinned against your head either.
Jerry, I really think it'd be easier if you didn't tuck.
Excuse me. Fine. You don't want me to tuck? Put me down for a no tuck.
I'd say about halfway between tucked and flared. That's a good middle ground to hit your triceps effectively and minimize shoulder stress at the same time.
All righty, so that's 1 tuck and 1 no tuck.
And as always, Tyrone recommends doing 4 sets of 12 for each workout. Obviously, he means 4 sets of 12 for each exercise, not for each workout.
So make sure you guys do 4 sets of 12 reps of each workout. Do 4 sets of 12 reps of each workout. And remember to flex at the end of each workout. The last workout on the list is skull crushers.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
So as he says, the last workout on the list are skull crushers. Now this is fine. Skull crushers are a good triceps exercise as long as you don't go too heavy on them and you do them under control. Tyrone's form looks fine here. The only thing I'd recommend again, is slowing down that negative slightly. You don't have to do super slow negatives, but I do think that you should lower the weight under control and actively resist on the way down. Not just for the sake of putting more tension on the muscle, but it's also going to reduce the stress on your joints as well. If you get sloppy with your skull crushers form, that's a really great way to snap your elbows up. And Tyrone actually does one thing that I like here, which is that he incorporates a bit of shoulder extension into the movement. So you can see that his shoulders rock slightly back and forth on each rep. This actually reduces the stress on the elbows, and since the long head of the triceps crosses the shoulder joint and actually assists with shoulder extension, you're not going to be harming your triceps gains by doing this either. If anything, you might actually improve them. So all in all, it's not like his exercise selection or form for this triceps workout was horrendous. It wasn't great. It could still use some improvements like I mentioned. However, the real issue here, beyond the exercises and the form, is the simple fact that he's doing a dedicated triceps workout in the first place. Now, Tyrone's obviously been lifting for many years. He's already built most of the muscle that he's genetically capable of, so for him it really doesn't matter. But if you haven't built up like 80 to 90% plus of your genetic potential and you want to see gains at the fastest rate, then you definitely shouldn't be doing an entire workout dedicated just to your triceps. You don't even need an entire workout dedicated to your arms in general, and you definitely don't need to be doing 16 sets for your triceps in one session either. And as a side note, you probably shouldn't be doing it drunk at 4 in the morning either.
What's poppin', YouTube? It's a boy Tyrone, and I'm back from the club. It's 4 a.m. and I had to drag the cameraman with me because I'm gonna do a tricep workout for you guys. And guys, I'm kind of tipsy. Big triceps. Anyways, like I said, I'm tipsy a bit, but that's not an excuse.
Are you actually saying these words?
As I've said before, bro split style workouts are still effective if you train hard and you progressively overload over time. Any training split can technically work, but unless you're an advanced lifter, if you want to make gains at the fastest possible rate, forget these single body part focused workouts and go with a routine where you're hitting more muscles per session with slightly reduced volume per muscle, but then hitting those muscles more frequently throughout the week. Not once per week like with a bro split, but more like I would say 1.5 to 2 times per week. That will be the most effective way to build up your overall size and strength. Full body 3 days a week or upper lower 3 to 4 days per week, it's pretty much impossible to go wrong with that as a novice lifter. And if you've got a bit more experience, then legs push pull done I would say 4 to 5 days per week, that's a great approach as well. And if you want to grab a free fully structured training plan that uses one of these layouts with all the exercises, sets and reps mapped out, plus a free meal plan to go along with it, just visit seannall.com/custom, fill out the form on that page, and I'll send you back a free step-by-step plan based on your individual goals and your current condition. You can click up here for that or use the link in the description box. So that does it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did and you want to stay in the loop on all of my future videos, then don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications as well. Hit that like button below if you want to see more content like this, and leave me a comment letting me know if there's something specific you want to see me cover next or a particular YouTuber that you want to see me review. You can also follow me over on Instagram for more daily tips at Sean Nalawani. And if you're looking for legit science-based supplements without all the hype and gimmicks to fully maximize your results, definitely check out realscienceathletics.com. This is the sports nutrition line that I personally formulated, and you can use coupon code YouTube15 to save 15% off your first order. Thanks again, guys, and I will see you in the next video.